Hey people, this is Big Boss Calvin 83. So I came across this news report. I was just on Google, about to Google something, and this popped up, on the feed. I mean, it basically, this happened out in New Jersey, the worst place on earth. Okay, I lived out there. It's the worst place on earth. Okay. At this New Jersey high school, what happened was a bunch of Latino students, and there was I think there was like a few Latino students. I wasn't sure the numbers of. So these Latino students were talking about baseball, the playoffs, and the Yankees, and basically the playoffs that's going on in baseball. But they spoke it in Spanish. So the teacher, she gooses. I'm pretty sure it's a she. Based on this Caucasian female, which or so-called white identified female, or someone who's, or this, it was a Caucasian female, or someone passing, or a so-called white identified woman who's passing, might be passing as someone of European descent, but I'm pretty sure it was a Caucasian female. She basically loses her shit, gets her panties in a bunch, gets in her feelings, and all of a sudden she turns into a Klan's female, a Klanswoman. She goes off and saying, "You cannot speak Spanish, you only can speak American." And this was an English class. Now, here's the thing. I do agree that there's no such thing as the English language in America. Or should I say the English language in AmeriKKKan. Free case, don't get it fucked up and don't get it twisted. Okay? You have multiple words multiple words and different dialects that derive from different nations of the world. Different words from different languages. We use all types of different words, and it's been fused into American English. But there's no such thing as English. There shouldn't be no English class being taught because of the fact that it's an American language. America got its own language, But okay. So I give her a break on that. She's kind of right on that. But she starts going on this racist diatribe, talk about the troops are fighting for the freedoms of the citizens. Particularly when Caucasian folks starts talking about, oh, the troops are dying and fighting and dying, they ain't sacrificed. First of all, let's get something straight. First of all, the troops ain't dying and fighting for the freedoms for everybody. They're dying for Caucasian folks. The troops are the troops. The people in the military don't give a. I want to say it like this: the people who serve the military, the troops, they ain't serving. They ain't doing it out of the kindness of their fucking heart. Most of them are doing it for their own fucking agenda. But most of the time, it's poor Caucasians and other ethnic people of color who happen to be in poverty because to get opportunity. They ain't serving. They ain't fighting for corporate interests, not the country. Corporate interests. They're not fighting for the country. They're not fighting for America. They're not fighting for our rights. They're not fighting for our freedoms, because if they're doing a shitty ass job. Because if you really want to fight for the people's freedoms, first of all, you fight everybody. You fight for everybody. You don't just fight for Caucasian folks. A lot of y'all, you fake ass patriot, a lot of you Caucasian folks who claim to be patriots are Caucasian supremacists. A lot of you self-hating Negro pan, handkerchief head, Sambo, Aunt Your Mama, Uncle Ruckus, Aunt Thomasita, Negro Bedouin idiot coons. that are honoring. You're not honoring the flag. You're not honoring America. No. You're honoring Caucasian supremacy, but you got so many deep-rooted self-hate issues, and these other ethnic people of color, other forms of brown, other shades of brown people that want to assimilate and be Caucasian. What they say when they want to be white too, and be accepted by Caucasian people. Guess what? Those Caucasians don't give a damn about y'all. They're just using you for foot soldiers for the Caucasian supremacist agenda, and they use you to keep black people down. But once they get what they want, and they actually have gotten what they want, they're gonna kick you to the curb. Ever since Donald Trump has been in office, you Caucasians have been emboldened to go back to the way they were. They always been like that, from the 1800s all the way down to the 1950s and 60s. Just showing their true colors, y'all. Caucasians are not progressive. They're still the fucking same motherfuckers as they were and always have been. Still racist, still believe in Caucasian supremacy. They ain't patriotic. No. They're about white dominance. They're about defending Caucasian supremacy. They're about preserving and fighting and defending white privilege. Them soldiers who signed up for the military don't understand. They're fighting for corporate interests, and in actuality, they're defending elite Caucasians. It's about there's nothing to defend. All they're doing, the military, the army, the Marines, the Navy, these motherfuckers are doing. These fucking soldiers, all they are doing is basically terrorizing people, indigenous people, other ethnic people of color, stealing resources, stealing land, destroying disrespecting the heritage and the nationality of who they are, disrespecting their history, their traditions and customs, and stealing it at the same damn time, stealing intellectual property, stealing wealth, colonizing and enslaving people and exploiting people for their own gritty ass agenda of Caucasian supremacy. Okay? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So they're raping women and children, and they're sodomizing and raping men. They're terrorizing people, destroying cities and towns, destroying villages, and stealing the resources and wealth of those other so-called black and brown countries. This is not about patriotism. It's about Caucasian supremacy, global Caucasian supremacy. And I'm sick and tired of some of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all know who you are that know me. And and y'all know basically from the True Force Loneliness movement that I used to fuck with Bill with his racist ass until I found out how he's a racist. The global elite is nothing more than Caucasian supremacists. Call them Caucasian supremacists. Elite Caucasians that want to defend Caucasian supremacy, maintain what they call white dominance, and defend white privilege. When these Caucasians talking about standing together, no, they didn't talk about standing together. They want to, who are, let me say it like this. When Caucasians, who claim to be awake to what's going on that Alex Jones type of bullshit, talking about we need to stand together, we need to combat the government, we're fed up with the government, we're losing our rights and freedoms. Understand this, when Caucasians say that shit, they're not talking about people of color and other ethnic people of color. No. They're talking about their damn selves. They don't care about your fucking rights. They don't care about your fucking plight. They don't give a shit. All they care is about Caucasian people only care about their own goddamn selves. They don't care about nobody else. All they want to do is control and be the fucking world's dictator. That's how sick and sadistic and satanic and crazy these motherfuckers are. These bitches are crazy. Yeah, calling the Caucasian ethnic group of people bitches. I'm calling Caucasian people bitches and pussies. Because all they do is fuck with people. But when other people who will clap back and want to fuck them up, like North Korea and China, Oh, they won't fuck with them. Oh, because, and also they need to benefit economically from them too. And also because all that stuff you fucking buy from Walmart is made from other countries. It's not made in America no damn more. The cars you drive nowadays, economy cars, are mostly your Hondas, your Toyotas. You know what I'm saying? They're all coming from overseas. Even your European cars are not American made. Okay? We buy shit from overseas, but we're slave to these other nations. Why do you think America panders to these other nations, but also rape and pillage and steal from them too, and try to kill off people who they perceive to be weak? Why do you think they're always going after indigenous people, other people of color, and other ethnic people of color, basically so-called black and brown countries? Why do you think they fuck with them all the time? Because that's where the wealth's at. That's where the resources at. That's where they get the power from. Enslaving people, raping women and children, raping men, exploiting people, colonizing, stealing. I'm back. I got interrupted. I hope there ain't no cops out here. Let me turn my lights on. Let me tell everybody this. Let me tell all non-Caucasian people this. All you people of color out there. Specifically, you brown folks. Like your Latinos, Asians, East Indians, Arabs. Okay? Caucasian people don't give a shit about y'all. They use y'all as foot soldiers to do your dirty work for Caucasian supremacy. They use y'all for hiring quotas to keep us out, to keep basically African people down. That's why they do it, and they are more intimidated by us. And it has nothing to do with physical. It has more. It's actually kind of physical. It has more something to do with us being intellectual, us being smarter than them. More athletic, talented, gifted, spiritually connected, more in tune with nature and reality. And we fuck good too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what it is to it. That's all there is to it. When they talk about being when America, specifically Caucasian people, talk about patriotism, being patriotic, being loyal to the country, which is not a country, it's really a corporation, being loyal to the flag and Southern pride, it's all about honoring Caucasian supremacy. It's all about honoring hate, honoring oppression of other people. The fact of supporting rape, and pillage, genocide, terrorism, theft, lynchings, brutal murders, and that type of stuff. And just basically manipulating people and deceiving people and fucking them over. That's the whole purpose of honoring Caucasian supremacy. And that's what Caucasian supremacy represents. When they talk about make America great again, they're talking about make America white again, run by the white man. And what's funny is that you Caucasian females, support that Caucasian male. You know if you support, it's funny, a lot of you Caucasian females support that make America great again type of bullshit. Don't y'all know? So basically, y'all want to be barefoot and pregnant. You want to be subjugated under a man's rule, under the Caucasian patriarch rule. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you like to be submissive to the abuser, to the misogynist, the male chauvinist, the original male chauvinist, the domestic abuser, the rapist, the woman beater, wife beater, whatever you call it. And last time I checked, Caucasian males lead in killing women. So that's what y'all want? That's what you feminists want? Caucasian females, whether y'all feminists or not, That's what y'all support, but you're against patriarchy. But really, you're really not. You're really not. You know you're not going to get equality, which y'all really don't. Y'all want female privilege and gynocentric, and you want society to be gynocentric, but society will not be no longer be gynocentric. You know that, right? Let me brighten this up. You women know that, right? You're not going to have a say in nothing. Well, y'all had a long time. Y'all been always having your opinion. You always had your opinion respected and honored, but that's coming to the end. No, you're not going to have women's rights. Y'all can kiss that shit goodbye since damn near like 58% of Caucasian females voted for Donald Trump. So y'all support abuse and oppression and misogyny, but I don't want to get off the subject, but you know what I'm saying? When they say make America great again, it's run by the Caucasian male patriarchy. Okay? That means you gotta obey and abide by Caucasian supremacist rule. That means white only and coloreds this side. You know what I'm saying? That means segregation. That means Jim Crow. That means Caucasian people, mainly Caucasian males, can be the lynch mob and terrorize other ethnic people of color, and especially more so terrorize black people. But y'all, when so-called black people are terrorized and mistreated, racially profiled, discriminated, victims of hate crimes, being lied on, lied to, being deceived, being abused and terrorized and lynched and murdered and raped, and victims of genocide, y'all don't say shit. All you other so-called minorities are silent. And I'm speaking more specifically because, first of all, I don't consider the Caucasian female a minority, because she's the majority of America. She's the majority of the nation when it comes to women. Okay? Gay and lesbian Caucasians, basically Caucasian people who want to have a unnatural ass fucked up lifestyle. Actually, their lifestyles are pretty retarded and fucked up, but I digress. You're not the minority either, because you're still part of Caucasian supremacy. You're still part of a Caucasian supremacist system that you maintain and benefit from. Y'all still have white privilege. You Caucasian females still have white privilege. Okay? I mean, the fact of the matter is that woman went off and talked about all this patriotism, honoring America. I love America. No, she said she loves being white. She loves whiteness. She loves Caucasian supremacy. She loves the oppression of others. She loves white privilege. She loves so-called white dominance. White elitism. I'm sorry. How the fuck did white elitism? Being a Caucasian elitist. That's what they love. That's what she loves. Okay? Don't you motherfuckers don't you people understand me? Now you Latinos are getting your wake up call. Look these, since you Latinos want to be part of Caucasian people and want to be assimilate and fit in because y'all speak Spanish, and Spanish is a European language, believe it or not. It's a European language, originated from Spain, and you got some Caucasian DNA, but the thing is, they still see y'all as a nigger too. Okay? Just because you adapted and picked up on their language through colonization and enslavement and exploitation, rape and pillage, murder and genocide and terrorism, you ain't one of them. You'll never be one of them. Look what they did to Puerto Rico. They ain't did shit for you Latinos. I'm speaking to you Latinos. I'm not saying Hispanics, because Hispanics are Spaniards. That's for Caucasian people who speak Spanish and look ethnic, okay? Like Eastern Europeans. Those Caucasian people never gave a fuck about y'all. But you always threw us, the so-called black people, underneath the goddamn bus. And now, since you got a taste of racism, that's what y'all got to taste. Y'all never been, and same with you Asians. I remember an Asian chick was crying because she experienced housing discrimination, but she got a Caucasian boyfriend, or I mean a fiance. But what did that Caucasian fiance do to you, to that Asian chick? Nothing. He didn't use his privilege to fight racism. He didn't use his privilege to end Caucasian supremacy. Y'all think because y'all other ethnic people of color, you brown folks think because y'all get with a Caucasian person, and you women of color think if y'all get with a Caucasian male, oh, you're gonna make it. That's a step up. No, baby. Nah, baby. That's a step down. You're dealing with inbreds. You're dealing with people who got a historical gene. You're dealing with barbaric people, and you're dealing with people who are psychotic and crazy and sadistic, and got lice and get all types of diseases, and everything they touch turns to fucking shit, and they destroy shit and tear shit up. They're a wild animal. But if that's what some of you women want, okay, that's on y'all. Now a lot of you East Indians and the Arabs are starting to get a taste of racism. Y'all never experienced the racism that I have experienced as an African person, as a Nubian person, or what they consider a black person. Y'all motherfuckers were never hung from trees. Y'all motherfuckers were never forced to work in the farms and work in the cotton fields and get your ass whooped by a whip every goddamn day and bleed to death. You women never knew what it was about. You other ethnic women of color, you brown women, never knew what it was like to be constantly raped and tortured. Have your vagina butchered for medical research, and have your body parts cut the fuck up and be analyzed like a fucking guinea pig. You never knew what it's like as a man to be constantly castrated, or a man to be emasculated and disrespected, be raped and violated, and have his kids raped, have his women raped and tortured, and forced to watch it. Y'all never knew what it was like to work on a plantation and be forced to breed and forced to fuck your own son, your own daughter, your own nephew and niece, and other family members. Just to keep the population going for more production and profit, and work free slave labor, and to build a society, build a country, build a fucking city, build the suburbs, build the towns, and build businesses where they make multi-millions of dollars to billions of dollars, over billions of dollars, and you never get a piece of that wealth. Y'all got your reparations, but we never got ours. So to y'all Negroes, stop with the fuck. Do not. We need to mind our own goddamn business on this. The only reason I'm pointing this out is because I'm trying to get other people to understand how the system of Caucasian supremacy works. I'm trying to get these other brown folks to understand how you're still a nigger, even though your skin might be your hair might be a little straighter and wavier. Your skin may be a tad lighter. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're still a Negro. You still come from us. But the thing is, y'all you better not run back to the so-called black community and cry for help. You're on your own on this one. And to y'all Negroes, stop trying to be friends with everybody. Stop trying to get everybody to like you. Let the Hispanics, I'm sorry, let the Latinos, let the Asians, let the East Indians, let the Arabs, these other ethnic people of color fight their own goddamn battles when it comes to dealing with racism and Caucasian supremacy, because they have never helped us. And I'll say to you, these other sick, sadistic, nasty-ass subculture groups, these bottom-feeder motherfuckers, like the gay, like the LBGTQ community and the feminist community. Let the feminists, let the National Organization for Women, let these pro-women groups run by Caucasian females, and let Caucasian females deal with their own issues with their own fucking men. Since they don't want to check their men, so they should have no damn business telling other women of other ethnicities how to treat their own men and what they got to do for their own fucking man or not to do with their own fucking men if they don't want to check their own men when they're out of pocket. Stop telling other women how to raise their kids. Stop telling, and you Caucasian folks, stop telling other people how they got to raise their kids, how they got to treat each other, how the man got to treat the woman, and how the woman got to treat the fucking man. How to run their household when you can't even run your own goddamn household. Last time I checked, your sons shoot up too many goddamn schools and bomb places and shoot up buildings and shit and tear up shit. Last time I checked, your daughter's always fucking everything in sight, always having, these parties. She always got to be the center of attention and fuck everything in sight, and let the whole fucking football team run a train on her, and then she still wants to be looked at as a fucking lady, as the girl next door, as a fucking angel. Fuck that shit. No, she ain't no damn angel. And you Caucasian males, you ain't superior. You don't know nothing. And you ain't superior, and you ain't fucking God. Okay? So fuck out of here with your elitist, bigoted attitude and this false sense of entitlement. But like I said, the video is about I want you all people to understand the way Caucasian people think nowadays. There is no damn different as how they fought during the 1800s, 1890s. All the way down to the 60s when they had the 60s and 70s where they had the civil rights movement and these other movements and integration. They just tolerated these other ethnic groups of people. They just tolerated y'all. But now, since they don't need y'all, since you did their dirty work, guess what? They're going to treat you as a fucking nigger. They're going to see, and that's what they see you as. So, I told y'all, wake up, be woke, peace.